The decades following World War II witnessed one of the most intense military rivalries in history. As tensions between the United States and the Soviet Union escalated, the world's oceans became a critical battleground in the Cold War. Among the greatest threats facing Western naval forces was the rapid expansion of the Soviet submarine fleet. These submarines operated beneath the ocean's surface, often beyond the detection range of conventional warships. Armed with torpedoes and increasingly sophisticated missile systems, they posed a serious danger to aircraft carriers, supply convoys, and strategic naval operations. Detecting and tracking submarines across vast stretches of ocean presented a major challenge. Surface ships carried sonar systems capable of searching underwater, but their coverage was limited by speed and geography. Fixed-wing aircraft could patrol large areas, but lacked the ability to hover and investigate suspicious contacts in detail. To overcome these limitations, naval planners sought a new solution. They required an aircraft capable of operating directly from ships, remaining over targets for extended periods, and carrying specialized equipment designed specifically for anti-submarine warfare. The result was the Sikorsky Sea King, a helicopter that would become one of the most important submarine hunters of the Cold War era. During the late 1950s, the United States Navy initiated a program to develop a new generation of anti-submarine warfare helicopter. The goal was to create an aircraft capable of independently detecting, tracking, and engaging enemy submarines while operating from aircraft carriers and other naval vessels. Sikorsky aircraft responded with a design designated the SH-3 Sea King. When the helicopter entered service in 1961, it represented a significant advancement in naval aviation. Unlike earlier helicopters that had been adapted for maritime operations, the Sea King was designed from the beginning as a dedicated anti-submarine warfare platform. Every aspect of the aircraft reflected its mission requirements. It needed to operate far from land, survive harsh maritime environments, carry sophisticated sonar equipment, and remain airborne long enough to conduct extended search operations. The helicopter quickly demonstrated its value, becoming a central component of American naval strategy during the Cold War. As the Soviet submarine threat continued to grow, the Sea King's importance increased accordingly. At first glance, the Sea King appears larger and more robust than many helicopters of its era. This design was intentional and reflected the demanding conditions of naval operations. One of the most distinctive features of the aircraft is its amphibious, hole-shaped fuselage. Unlike conventional helicopters, the Sea King was capable of landing on water during emergency situations. This capability provided an additional safety margin for crews operating hundreds of miles from land. The helicopter's structure was heavily reinforced to withstand the harsh conditions encountered at sea. Saltwater exposure presents a constant challenge for naval aircraft, accelerating corrosion and increasing maintenance requirements. To address this issue, engineers incorporated corrosion-resistant materials and protective coatings throughout the aircraft. Because storage space aboard warships is extremely limited, the Sea King was also equipped with folding rotor blades. This feature allowed multiple helicopters to be stored efficiently inside carrier and destroyer hangars. The combination of durability, safety, and shipboard practicality made the Sea King exceptionally well-suited for naval service. One of the most significant technological advancements incorporated into the Sea King was its twin-engine configuration. Earlier naval helicopters often relied on a single engine. While adequate for some missions, single-engine aircraft presented substantial risks during overwater operations. An engine failure far from land could quickly become a life-threatening emergency. To improve reliability and survivability, the Sea King utilized two General Electric turboshaft engines mounted above the fuselage. This arrangement provided several advantages. Most importantly, the helicopter could continue operating even if one engine experienced a malfunction. The remaining engine could often provide sufficient power for the aircraft to return safely to its ship. The additional power also improved overall performance, allowing the Sea King to carry heavier payloads and advanced anti-submarine equipment without sacrificing operational effectiveness. The success of this twin-engine approach influenced future generations of naval helicopters and helped establish a new standard for maritime aviation. The Sea King's rotor system was designed to provide stability, lifting capability, and reliable performance in challenging maritime environments. The aircraft utilized a large 5-bladed main rotor that generated substantial lift while maintaining smooth flight characteristics. This configuration proved particularly valuable during hovering operations, which were essential for anti-submarine missions. Unlike many helicopters that spent most of their time in forward flight, the Sea King frequently operated in stationary hover positions while deploying sonar equipment into the ocean. Maintaining stability during these operations required a carefully engineered rotor system capable of compensating for changing wind conditions and turbulent airflow above moving ships. The helicopter's flight controls provided crews with precise maneuverability, enabling accurate positioning over suspected submarine contacts. These capabilities made the Sea King an effective platform for both surveillance and weapons deployment. The primary purpose of the Sea King was anti-submarine warfare. To accomplish this mission, the helicopter carried a sophisticated suite of underwater detection equipment. Among its most important systems was the dipping sonar. During operations, the helicopter could hover above the ocean's surface while lowering a sonar transducer into the water using a cable system. Once submerged, the sonar emitted acoustic pulses and analyzed returning echoes. This process allowed operators to detect underwater objects and identify potential submarine contacts. Unlike ship-mounted sonar systems, which remained fixed to the vessel, the Sea King sonar could be deployed rapidly at different locations across a wide operational area. This mobility dramatically increased the effectiveness of naval anti-submarine operations. If a suspicious contact was detected, the helicopter could reposition quickly and continue tracking the target. The dipping sonar became one of the defining features of the Sea King and contributed significantly to its reputation as an effective submarine hunter. In addition to dipping sonar, the Sea King carried sonobuoys designed to expand its surveillance capabilities. Sonobuoys are small floating sensors deployed into the ocean from aircraft. Once in the water, they monitor underwater sounds and transmit acoustic information back to the helicopter. By deploying multiple sonobuoys across a search area, operators could monitor large sections of ocean simultaneously. This capability was particularly valuable during Cold War patrols, when submarines attempted to move through strategic waterways without detection. The combination of dipping sonar and sonobuoys provided the Sea King with multiple methods of locating submerged targets. Together, these systems formed a highly effective underwater surveillance network capable of detecting threats long before they approach friendly naval forces. Effective anti-submarine warfare requires more than detection equipment alone. The Sea King integrated navigation, communication, and mission management systems that allowed crews to coordinate complex operations over open water. Advanced radios enabled direct communication with ships, aircraft, and command centers. Navigation equipment provided accurate positioning information even during long-distance maritime patrols. Mission operators processed sonar data, tracked potential contacts, and coordinated responses with nearby naval assets. This integration transformed the Sea King into more than a simple helicopter. It became an airborne command and surveillance platform capable of extending the awareness of entire naval task forces. The helicopter's ability to gather, process, and distribute information made it a critical component of Cold War fleet operations. Detecting a submarine was only the first step. Once a target had been identified, the Sea King needed the ability to engage and destroy it. To accomplish this mission, the helicopter carried lightweight anti-submarine torpedoes mounted beneath the fuselage. After entering the water, these weapons could independently search for and pursue enemy submarines. The Sea King could also carry depth charges and other anti-submarine munitions, depending on operational requirements. This combination of detection systems and weapons provided the helicopter with a complete hunter-killer capability. Rather than relying entirely on surface ships to engage threats, the Sea King could independently locate, track, and attack hostile submarines. This capability significantly expanded the reach and effectiveness of naval anti-submarine forces. By the mid-1960s, the Sea King had established itself as one of the most capable anti-submarine helicopters in the world. Its combination of advanced sensors, reliable twin-engine performance, maritime design features, and powerful weapon systems made it an invaluable asset for naval forces operating during the Cold War. As submarine technology continued to evolve, the Sea King evolved alongside it, adapting to new threats and expanding into additional mission roles. Over the following decades, the helicopter would serve in combat zones, conduct search and rescue missions, transport world leaders, recover astronauts from space missions, and operate with military forces across the globe. What began as a dedicated submarine hunter would ultimately become one of the most successful naval helicopters ever built. Although the Sea King was originally developed as a dedicated anti-submarine warfare platform, its capabilities soon proved valuable in a much wider range of missions. As naval operations became increasingly complex during the Cold War, military planners recognized that the helicopter's large cabin, reliable performance, and advanced mission systems could support tasks far beyond submarine hunting. The aircraft gradually evolved into a true multi-role platform. While anti-submarine warfare remained its primary responsibility, the Sea King began performing search and rescue operations, troop transport missions, medical evacuations, cargo delivery, maritime surveillance, and command and control duties. This versatility became one of the defining characteristics of the aircraft. Rather than operating as a specialized platform limited to a single mission, the Sea King demonstrated an ability to adapt to changing operational requirements across a wide variety of environments. As a result, naval commanders increasingly relied on the helicopter as one of the most flexible assets within their fleets. Throughout its service career, the Sea King became a familiar sight aboard aircraft carriers and major naval vessels. Operating from ships presented unique challenges that differed significantly from land-based aviation. Flight crews routinely launched and recovered aircraft from moving decks while dealing with changing weather conditions, high winds, and rough seas. Every mission required careful coordination between pilots, deck crews, and ship personnel. The helicopter's folding rotor blades proved especially valuable in these environments. Aircraft carriers often carried multiple helicopters alongside fixed-wing aircraft, making efficient use of hangar space essential. By folding its rotor system, the Sea King could be stored more easily without compromising operational readiness. Its reliability also contributed to its popularity among naval crews. Long deployments frequently kept ships at sea for months at a time, requiring aircraft capable of operating under demanding conditions with limited maintenance resources. The Sea King consistently demonstrated that reliability, helping it earn the confidence of sailors and aviators alike. Among the Sea King's most respected roles was search and rescue. The vastness of the world's oceans creates unique challenges when emergencies occur. Pilots forced to eject, sailors lost at sea, or vessels experiencing distress often depend on rapid response times for survival. The Sea King's combination of range, endurance, and carrying capacity made it particularly effective in these situations. Equipped with rescue hoists and medical equipment, the helicopter could recover personnel directly from the water and transport them to safety. Its spacious cabin allowed rescue teams to provide immediate medical assistance during transit. Over the decades, Sea Kings participated in countless rescue operations around the world. These missions often took place under extremely difficult conditions, including storms, rough seas, and limited visibility. Nevertheless, crews repeatedly demonstrated the aircraft's ability to operate when lives were at stake. For many people rescued from the ocean, the sight of a Sea King approaching overhead represented the difference between life and death. One of the most unique chapters in the Sea King's history involved the American space program. During the Mercury, Gemini, and Apollo programs, astronauts returned to Earth by splashing down in the ocean. Recovering them safely required specialized aircraft capable of reaching remote locations quickly and operating effectively over open water. The Sea King proved ideally suited for this task. Following splashdown, recovery helicopters would deploy rescue swimmers and assist astronauts as they exited their spacecraft. The helicopters then transported the crews to nearby recovery ships. Perhaps the most famous example occurred in July 1969, following the successful Apollo 11 mission. After becoming the first humans to walk on the moon, astronauts Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins returned to Earth and were recovered by a U.S. Navy Sea King. Images of the helicopter hovering above the Pacific Ocean became iconic symbols of one of humanity's greatest achievements. This mission highlighted the remarkable versatility of an aircraft originally designed to hunt submarines beneath the ocean's surface. The Sea King's reputation for reliability eventually led to another prestigious assignment. Specially modified variants entered service as presidential transport helicopters under the Marine One designation. These aircraft were equipped with enhanced communication systems, upgraded safety features, and customized interiors designed to support executive travel. Transporting the President of the United States requires exceptionally high standards of reliability and security. Every flight involves extensive planning and strict operational procedures. The selection of the Sea King for this role reflected the confidence military officials placed in the aircraft's performance and dependability. For many years, Sea King served as some of the most recognizable helicopters in the world, carrying American presidents to official events, military installations, and government facilities. Their service in this role further strengthened the helicopter's reputation as a trusted and capable platform. The success of the Sea King quickly attracted international interest. Numerous countries adopted the helicopter for military service, making it one of the most widely operated naval helicopters of its generation. Major operators included the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, Germany, Norway, India, Japan, Italy, and several other nations. Each country adapted the aircraft to meet its specific operational requirements. Some focused primarily on anti-submarine warfare, while others emphasized maritime patrol, transport, or search and rescue missions. The helicopter's adaptable design allowed operators to modify equipment, sensors, and mission systems without fundamentally altering the aircraft's proven airframe. As a result, the Sea King remained relevant across diverse geographic regions and mission profiles. Its widespread adoption also contributed to a large support network, helping sustain operations for decades after its introduction. Throughout its long career, the Sea King participated in numerous military operations and conflicts. During the Vietnam War, the helicopter supported naval operations and conducted search and rescue missions for downed aircrews. Its ability to operate from ships positioned offshore allowed rapid responses across large operational areas. Later, Sea Kings played important roles during the Falklands War in 1982. British-operated aircraft performed troop transport, logistics support, surveillance, casualty evacuation, and special operations missions. The conflict demonstrated the helicopter's versatility under combat conditions and highlighted its value beyond anti-submarine warfare. Sea Kings also participated in operations throughout the Persian Gulf region, supporting coalition naval forces during periods of heightened tension and conflict. Across these deployments, the helicopter consistently proved capable of adapting to changing mission requirements. Its ability to perform multiple roles often reduced the need for additional aircraft, increasing operational efficiency for military commanders. As military technology advanced, the Sea King underwent numerous modernization programs. New radar systems improved target detection capabilities. Enhanced sonar equipment increased effectiveness against increasingly quiet submarines. Updated avionics improved navigation accuracy and mission management. Communication systems also evolved significantly, allowing Sea Kings to integrate more effectively with modern naval networks. These upgrades extended the aircraft's operational lifespan and ensured that it remained capable of addressing emerging threats. Rather than replacing the helicopter immediately, many operators chose to modernize existing fleets because of the aircraft's proven reliability and adaptable design. This approach allowed the Sea King to remain operational long after many aircraft from the same era had been retired. By the late 20th and early 21st centuries, newer helicopter designs began entering service. Advances in computing, sensors, propulsion systems, and materials technology produced aircraft with greater efficiency and enhanced capabilities. Helicopters such as the Sikorsky SH-60 Seahawk gradually assumed many of the missions previously performed by the Sea King. Despite these developments, retirement occurred gradually rather than suddenly. Many operators continued flying Sea Kings for decades due to their proven performance and extensive upgrade programs. The aircraft's longevity became one of its most impressive achievements. Few military helicopters remain in service for such extended periods, while continuing to perform meaningful operational roles. The Sea King's impact on naval aviation cannot be overstated. It revolutionized helicopter-based anti-submarine warfare by combining advanced sensors, long-range capability, and effective weapons into a single platform. The aircraft provided naval commanders with a highly mobile tool capable of extending fleet awareness far beyond the horizon. Its success also demonstrated the value of multi-role helicopter operations, influencing the design and development of future naval aircraft. Beyond its military achievements, the Sea King became associated with humanitarian missions, search and rescue operations, space exploration, and presidential transport. Few aircraft have served such a diverse range of missions while maintaining a reputation for reliability and effectiveness. For more than 4 decades, the Sea King served as one of the world's premier naval helicopters. It hunted submarines during the Cold War, protected aircraft carriers, rescued countless lives, recovered astronauts returning from space, transported presidents, and supported military operations across the globe. Its combination of versatility, reliability, and operational effectiveness allowed it to remain relevant through multiple generations of technological change. Although many Sea Kings have now retired from frontline service, their influence continues to shape modern naval aviation. The helicopter's legacy endures as a testament to innovative engineering and adaptable design. In an era defined by intense maritime competition and technological advancement, the Sea King established itself as far more than a submarine hunter. It became one of the most successful and respected naval helicopters ever built.